What up, y'all? It's Shayla,
and VA,
and this is Girl, What's Up With That?
your weekly check-in with your best friends in your head.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on?
I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters, and I bang, bang. You guys know why you're here. I don't know what you expected. I don't know why you expect anything else.
Yo, like, y'all have had time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all have had time for all the things.
So
this is what the episode is about. So.
If you don't want to hear it, see you next week.
Yeah, hop on your horse, grab your pampas grass, stick it in your mouth, and ride off into the eclipse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that. That's what you can do.
Yes.
Which
studio album is this? Hey.
It's 8.
Ooh,
it is 8.
I love that. 8.
Yes.
Because she ate down.
Literally 8 down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love that for her.
Yeah, so if you're late to the party, you've been hiding under a rock, Cowboy Carter
has dropped.
Yes.
But first we're gonna have some order in this place. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check on you and how
Bitch, and how listen, for our ride or dies, if you're wondering where the hell last week's episode is, Mercury can kiss my motherfucking ass. That's what it can do.
I think I came in, watched Masked Singer, giggled, rubbed my feet together, and went to bed. That's where last week's episode went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at this point, if you're listening to it, you already see that last week's episode is back up. But
yes.
Yeah. This Aries energy.
Yo, what is wrong with y'all?
So I just told Shantori today on Facebook, because I posted, I was like, nobody ever wants to listen to me when I be talking about the stars, and then shit happens and y'all be looking like that, that Bratz doll meme?
Yeah,
her ponytail. Y'all be coming back to me looking like
disheveled, honey.
And I be like, I told y'all niggas, y'all won't listen to me. So I was telling Sean today on Facebook, like, I told y'all. And this one in particular, like, you're like, oh, Mercury Retrograde. But I told y'all a couple of episodes, it's Aries season. Aries is the god of war. What the it is truly nothing you bug around that right here.
Legit, when I say last week, in Game of Thrones, when baby boy looked back and he started zigzagging on the horse, and I was like, damn, you finna die.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Riding and dying. Dying and riding. Yeah. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I'm just going to tell, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Right now we're in Aries energy, which is the god of war. What comes after Aries?
Taurus.
Mm-hmm. And what is Taurus?
They are bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
As much shit as y'all like to talk about Geminis, at this point, y'all going to be begging for Gemini season.
And I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are going to be begging for Gemini season.
Y'all going to be begging for our crazy asses to pop up. Okay? Giggling and being serious and cussing you out all at the same time.
Y'all going to want some lighthearted, juvenile energy, youngful, youthful, because...
And I'm going to give it to you.
Listen, between the god of war and the bull in the china shop, honey.
Yo.
Like I said, put on your seatbelts.
I've had to drink Every Nigga Deserves a Good Day. I've had to drink out of that cup multiple times this week. It is only Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How much tea do I need?
Girl.
But yeah, it's tearing our ass up. But we all right.
Mm-hmm. It's like you said, it's only Wednesday, and I've gotten at least basically everybody in my tribe, all of y'all have sent me a message, a text message, a DM, or something that is either saying, damn, I should have listened, or bitch, I'm about to cuss somebody out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, even though I know like communication is really, really big around this time, say the words if you mean the words. Don't say the words if you don't mean the words.
We need to put that on a shirt.
Like, and I think people forget that sometimes we can come off like anybody can have a mood, they can have an attitude. The ones closest to you kind of get the biggest of the raft, and then you have to go back around because you're an accountable person. You have to go back around and apologize and say, hey, I said some crazy things. So again, you want to cut somebody out, mean those words when you say those words, so that you don't have to go back around and be like, oh, I'm sorry, Mercury was in retrograde, and no, just mean what you say. Say what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, on the other end of that, this is also a really great time for people to learn how to forgive. And I'm saying that because, ironically, in my conflict resolution class this week is about forgiveness and restitution and resolution and all of that. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, Tuesday
Funny
I was sitting.
You mentioned that.
Tuesday I was sitting in class like, oh, and not just me because of my own life, but like literally everybody in class was like super quiet, and my professor was like, "Did y'all not do the reading?" And one of my classmates was like, "No, I think we did the reading. It's just like we all. I feel like it's just heavy for us, right?"
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Forgive. And remember, forgiving is a gift.
So it's interesting you say that. I'm actually going to put this in the resource guide. It has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about later, but we watched a very interesting TED Talk on forgiveness and the way the speaker framed it. I mean, chef's kiss, but just her wording around it and all of that. I was like, yeah, this needs to, when you get ads and stuff on like TikTok and all that, and it interrupt, they need to break hers down into pieces so people can see this TED Talk. Because baby, honey had it. She got it right.
That's good.
Yeah. So hold on to your butts, guys. May 13th. May 13th.
That's when it ends?
Yes.
Oh, God. I was going up to our earlier messages, our text messages. I was like, where the fuck is that little calendar she sent? And that was me before I texted you. Because I had been mindful. I haven't been as vocal in any text message. I've been texting like I'm Drake. I ain't been texting. I ain't been talking to people. I've been mindful of my words, because before Mercury retrograde hit on the 1st, we had the pre-shadow, but it was so strong during that week. So I was like, let me shut the fuck. Where is this calendar? She sent it. And mind you, I'm just getting frustrated looking through my phone. Nigga, what? Calm down. But yeah, I was like, let me find this calendar and make it my screensaver.
Yeah.
Because I have to know.
I'll post it. If y'all listening to this, the calendar posted somewhere on our page. I'll post it. Maybe I'll make it a little highlight or something.
Because you just need to know the dates. Because I mean, when it went from that dark purplish color to red, I was like, I literally was the Bratz meme or the SpongeBob meme. Like, something's going on. Like, why do I feel like I want to fight? I was like,
it's that Aries energy. Yep.
I legit put my hair in a bow. Like, come on.
So whatever you warring within yourself, war within workplace. Mercury is a time to redo, reanalyze, readjust.
Yes.
So this the time. I told y'all, cycles is ending.
For real. And people been popping up out the woodworks too. And sometimes be mindful of that as well. But I was just like, okay, you are forgiven. Go about your way.
That's nice.
I ain't thought about you in years. How old is your baby now? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. I had one of those too already.
I was like, what is it? Not you sliding in my DMs. And then I thought, didn't I block you? But no, what had happened was, but that's another.
They always find a way.
They do. African Americans.
It's like roaches.
Ray don't work for everybody. So I don't know.
Oh yeah. But any other, I mean, outside of the fact that Mercury is rocking our fucking heads, knocking our heads together. Anything else?
We here, basically. We done made it past. Look, another Resurrection Sunday. Mm-hmm. He is risen. We are here. We are. Thank God for Beyonce. Thank God for Jesus.
You know, I just realized.
What's up?
We said last week's episode, bitch, wasn't no episode last week because we was getting our heads knocked together.
Yeah, we was in between the dryer.
Wasn't even no fucking episode. We're like, oh no, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
yeah. So if anybody was wondering what the hell was going on, that's it.
It was a lot. Mm-hmm. We had to regroup.
Yeah,
because we didn't want to come and have a whole bunch of heavy energy.
No,
because we're light. We are. Nigga, we y'all best friends in your head.
Yeah, nah, y'all wouldn't have liked that episode. I'll let y'all
know. No, it would have been like, okay, we done.
Yeah.
We would. What's the name of the? There's been a whole lot of podcast failures, like B Simone and Megan.
I still, every time you bring that up, I'm like, wow. I thought, I don't know, maybe because of their production value, which they have great production value.
Yes.
Or had great production value. But I thought that they had been on longer than that. So when you were like, they didn't make it a year or season 1, I was like, huh?
That's the thing. And I'm like, wait, y'all ain't friends either? Like, what? Just because she said she would be closer to Jesus and went through a divorce?
Oh.
But yeah, we was being knocked together, so we had to take a break.
Yeah.
Breaks are necessary. We will be taking breaks again because we will have to celebrate my lovely co-host, and we're going to celebrate her with style because this is a wonderful accomplishment and achievement. So we want to celebrate that.
Yeah. I mean, did y'all expect anything? If you know me, you know where we're going. So, and if you don't know me and you've been listening to the episodes, you know where we're going. So,
yeah, go ahead and send us a Cash App to Girl What's Up with That.
Literally, that's
on Cash App, and in the description put for Shay Love, because if you don't, we splitting that shit.
I mean, or you could put like for corn dogs, for churros.
Yeah, for graduation. Because we're going to Disney. And I'm so excited because I want to say this weekend, I'm probably going to watch the Disney movie that I'm going to get the ears for. Because it dropped on Disney Plus.
It's on there?
It dropped today.
I know what I'm doing after we're done recording.
So, because the ears have yellow in it. And that's the only reason why.
They have yellow ears.
I know, but they were cute because a little star on the front. Okay. But if the movie has a dumb message, no, I'm kidding.
I hope not.
Not really.
I'm gonna watch it. Are you buying any other ears?
No,
just the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I wear more than one? I can't wear them at the same time.
No, but you can make them match your outfit.
Oh, that's way past there. I already got them outfits.
Oh, so you have ears for those outfits?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to match.
I'm just saying you're going to see the ear wall and you might change your mind. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see the ear. Like the store we have here, they have ears and they're cute and I'm not knocking it off. You will see the ear wall and you might be like, actually.
I want these ears. Yeah, I don't know.
And then you get into different lands and different lands have like
different ears.
Mm-hmm.
My coworker today had the Toy Story Crocs on and I was like, those look so comfortable. I was like, let me put my foot in it.
Yeah, they have Woody, they have Buzz, but even then, like in the park, they have different Crocs. So like in the park, in the Crocs, not all, but majority of them, instead of the regular holes, they're Mickey ears.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's so cute. So I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, guys. 38 days out till graduation.
Yay.
I think I am past my group project section of college.
Whew. How great is our God?
Yeah. I'm a little annoyed. Now that I said that, I'm a little annoyed because I gave someone a free A. Like, complete free A. They ain't do shit. And when I say A, I don't mean like 95. I mean 100% A. So I'm debating on if I want to send that email like, hey,
you didn't do anything.
No, not them. They know that. Yeah. to my professor, like, so-and-so ain't do nothing. But she already sent out the grade, so I'm like, whatever, it don't matter now.
You're like, I got 38 days left of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, less than that, but still.
Yeah, so anyway, child, we hope you guys are well. We hope you guys are taking care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself and now you realize why the fuck shit is sideways, that's why. What did Missy say? Flip it and reverse it.
It's yours if you're never running up.
Yeah, if you're wondering why it feels like that, that's why. So protect yourself. Like V said, if you don't mean the words, don't say the words.
You don't want to fuck people up.
Yeah. Class.
Unless you don't give a fuck and you do it anyway. Speaking of fucking people up, what did Beyonce do this?
She said, with a snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos. Damn it. That's what she said. That's what she said. I mean, okay, so we dragged it out long enough. We are here.
Yeah.
For the Cowboy Carter album.
We are. Yes.
I can't even say highly. Well, I mean, it depends on what level of Beyonce fan you are. Because if you're like us, then yes, this album is highly anticipated because she country. We wanted to hear, like I said, I like my country music from Texas, not Pennsylvania. But she surprised us with this one.
I mean, she does a lot of flat foot singing. That's what this album gave me. And when she dropped the 2 singles, I gravitated more towards 16 Carriages. And now listening to the whole body of work, I know why.
It's okay. So it's interesting. Here's the difference between a May Gemini and a June Gemini. I gravitated to Texas Hold'em, and now hearing the whole album, I know why.
Yes. See?
Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously we're going to go through all the tracks and give our opinions and all the things. But before we get started, I want to open it in a little bit of prayer, and I'm probably going to repeat what I'm about to say throughout us going through this. So, as of 2024, the Grammy Award for Album of the Year, the qualifications to win, like once you win, not the qualifications, but once you win, all of the people who will also get this Grammy if an album wins Album of the Year are the artist, any featured artist, the producer, the songwriter of new material, mastering engineer, recording engineer, or mixer. And those can only be credited if at least 20% of the playing time of the album was done by them. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that. The artist, featured artist, producer, songwriter of new material, that part is important, mastering engineer, and recording engineer or mixer. Okay, y'all heard that?
Who was only credited on at least 20% playing time of the album, which is different from the years prior.
They've basically lessened it. Well, they put it back in place because at one point it was regardless of credit playing time, which I think the reason why they changed that was because during the 2021-2023 era was when DJ Khaled put his son on he made him the whatever executive producer or whatever of his album, but Hassad was like 2, like he ain't do nothing, so they've made the change back to a certain percent.
Okay,
so I brought those up for a reason. We gonna see why I say that.
Okay.
So track 1, American Requiem.
American Requiem.
It's been stuck in my head all day.
I like it.
I do like it. I'm going to, of course, y'all know me. I'm going to give you all the facts. So in case anybody hasn't already looked up what the word requiem means, requiem has a couple of meanings. First, a mass for a dead person, mass being church. 2, a musical service or composition in honor of the dead?
Okay.
That's going to be important. That's going to be important as we get through this album. I just want to give y'all the definition. I also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. The cover art for this album, if you are living under the rock and you haven't seen the pictures, the horse that Beyonce is on, and let me give y'all the correct name. I don't want to make this up. Whoops. The horse that she is on is a Lipizan, Lipizzan.
Mm-hmm.
And when that horse is born, it's born black.
Mm-hmm.
And over time and age, it turns white. I'm just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know. Okay, so American Requiem. What do you think? I mean, I know we said we like it, but
yes, I do like it. It's in my top 10.
Okay. I will say this: when it comes to Beyonce albums, I am always like, I wouldn't even want to say pleasantly surprised. I'm like joyfully and genuinely surprised at Raphael Sadiq's like capabilities.
Yes.
Like, it seems like with every album of her lately, of hers or song or anything, I find out he plays another instrument. What can't he do?
Right. That's very true.
Yeah.
But I will also say this. Every song on every album, the opening song that Beyonce pushes is always like sets the tone for what you're getting ready to listen to. And I felt that like coming from Renaissance. Yes, coming from Renaissance and hearing Summer Renaissance, the last song, and then going to American Requiem. I'm like, oh, okay. It was like sitting in silence. Everybody at 12:01 when it came out was probably just listening to it. I'm in my bed sobbing. By the time we make it down the list, I will tell you when I completely lost it.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh my God.
So it's just some notable writers that she has on American Requiem. Jon Batiste.
I love Jon Batiste.
Jon Batiste is one of the writers on this song. There's
musical genius.
I know. There's some other writers who are like well known like within country music. I'm like 90% sure Derek Dixie is one of those people. And it's one of those things like, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. I'm just really like, it's just, he's also Derek Dixie, Jon Batiste, and surprisingly No ID are credited as producers on this album.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, on that particular
on the
record.
Song.
Wow. Yeah. So American Requiem, it definitely, it is the opener. I actually, obviously, because we saw, Renaissance, we saw the concert the same way, she opened the show with like her ballads.
Yes.
I can see a concert being opened with this song.
Because literally, this song, as soon as it starts, it's like the curtains are opening. You can visually
like
see that.
when she it's a lot of talk. She's not on stage when she's saying that. She's coming up. She's coming up out of her Beyonce hole. Like, it's a lot of talking going like that. Yeah, I see it. I see it in my head. I see it.
Yeah. Beautiful song.
Beautiful song. So Blackbird.
Okay, Blackbird. Paul McCartney, Beatles. We know that.
Yes.
But also knowing Blackbird and having all this amazing talent, these women in country that were in this song, featured on this song. Amazing. Knowing the history of Blackbird and how it talks about, how it's really about the Little Rock Nine.
Yes.
And how they were the ones to desegregate. They were the first ones to desegregate the schools. And then now look at us all mixing. Again, another beautiful, beautiful song. Even though we're familiar with it, I felt like Beyonce did it her way.
Yes. Obviously, like you said, Beatles, Blackbird. It's not a song that we haven't heard before. What I appreciate the most when it comes to this song in particular is that she opened the door for other Black country artists who had already been doing country music that you may not have heard of or known. Some people, like, you may have known of one, but you just, like, for example, like Tanner Adele, I knew about her, but I didn't know about, like, Tierra Kennedy. Like,
I didn't know about Tierra Kennedy, or what's the one with the red hair? Oh, I can't think of her name.
Don't give me the line. I don't know.
But yeah, but again, powerful voice.
Yes.
But for them to be so excited and so proud to be like, I did a song with Beyonce.
And even to now see, like, their streams have gone up like 250%. And
let's talk about it. And I think that's another thing, that this is why Beyonce will always be, one, a girl's girl, and two, always the baddest and best to ever do it. Because she's not just doing it by herself. She's going and picking people and pulling them up with her so that they can experience the same amount of success that she has been awarded to experience, because that is the way that she was raised and the way she was taught. She went to the Matthew Knowles School of PR, baby. So she knows what she's doing. So I just love that.
I know we're 2 songs in, but I'm just gonna repeat. When Grammy awards someone album of the year, it goes to the artist and the featured artist.
So everybody. She featured some great.
Hold on. Slow down.
I'm excited.
I know. Okay.
It's Beyonce. I should be listening to the album now, but I'm talking to you.
All right. I'm gonna let you. This one, I'm gonna let you go.
On 16 Carriages?
This show.
I do like 16 Carriages. It is such a great song. 16 Carriages was my favorite from the jump.
Yes.
When she dropped it. Like Texas Hold'em, it had to grow on me. But 16 Carriages, the way it's the boom. I'm like, yes, the boom. The message behind 16 Carriages, the lyrics in 16 Carriages, her talking to her younger self on tour, her talking to her grown self, talking about how she misses her family, she misses home, but she has 16 carriages because her tour buses, or whatever theory y'all done came up with on TikTok. I don't give a damn. It is a great song. 16 Carriages is great. Who wrote 16 Carriages?
So 16 Carriages was written by Atia Boggs, Beyonce, of course, Dave Hamlin, Raphael Sadiq, and Ink.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, 16 Carriages is my joints.
It is. It's a good one. Going on to number 4. At this point, in true Beyonce
this
fashion,
is where we
or not even Beyonce, in the Carter household. In the Carter household, they are going to give.
We're gonna give a child a singing credit.
But when Rumi said, "Mom, I want to hear the lullaby,"
and she's getting paid, okay? Because when I saw Rumi, I was like, okay, Rumi, you better be in here singing. After Protector, we have My Rose.
My Rose.
Which is also a song for Sir. It's a song for Sir Carter. Because if you listen to it on the CD and it shows you what you're playing, it'll say Sir. And not Rose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to, because I too got a box or 2. Mind your business.
Beyonce, where my box at?
You haven't gotten yours yet?
No.
Damn. Mine came from Michigan. I was like, dang. Parkwood.
Mine did
Michigan?
Too. Mine ain't come yet. It says it's coming. I think I'm supposed to get it on Friday.
But I was like, okay, let me see. And yeah, it says Sir. So My Rose, it's a nice, one thing I will say, she is bringing interludes back. So this was a nice little interlude.
Actually, My Rose is one of my favorites.
Really? It's cute.
Yes. My Rose is one of my favorites. Although it is a letter penned to her son, a love letter to her son. Given the year that I have had from last year to this year, I'm like, oh, this one got me. This one got me good.
So then we go into the next interlude, which is the Smoke Hour with Willie Nelson.
Bitch.
I love that. I love the Smoke Hour.
Bitch.
I loved the fucking Smoke Hour.
Bitch.
Do you know how many people were on there?
Yeah, so, going back to what I said, look, here we are. Here we fucking are. Going back to what I said about when an album wins a Grammy, it goes to the artist, the featured artist, the producer, songwriter. We just gonna stop right there. Yeah. Now, ask me, who wrote Smoke Hour? Ask me.
Okay. Who wrote Smoke Hour?
Beyoncé.
Yes.
Charles Anderson.
Yes.
Chuck Berry.
He's dead. Yes.
Jesse Stone.
Yes.
Leonardo's.
Yes.
This is my favorite. You ready for my favorite? I gotta make sure I get this. I put some respect, okay? The Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yes. If y'all remember, she's the one that was playing the guitar, dancing. So yeah. Black woman.
Yeah, and then we have Son House.
Yes.
But Beyonce is no stranger to making sure people get their flowers even though they're not here. Because let's not act like Tina Marie didn't just get her first Grammy post-mortem because of Beyonce.
She sure did.
I'm going to say it again. So when an album is awarded Grammy or Album of the Year, it goes to the artist, the featured artist, the producer, and the songwriter.
Yes.
Okay. I just
like that interlude was packed with a lot because it took you down. And I don't know if you looked at people, if you listened to the album and you saw the track list, if you look at the top of the track list, it says Chitlin Circuit. You know the history attached to the Chitlin Circuit. You may not know some of the history attached to some of the names that were involved in the Smoke Hour. So the fact that Backrooms, even Willie Nelson, Willie Nelson, even him that constantly gets in trouble for cheating.
Listen, I know it's just an interlude, but baby, when he said, and go to that good place your mind likes to wander to, and if you don't want to go, then go find yourself a jukebox.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Because baby,
come on now.
I was about to say, come on, CMA. What y'all gonna say now? Y'all gonna deny
him,
Willie Nelson?
Because Willie will light his blunt and then tip it at the bottom of the carpet.
Child.
That was great. And this next one says that's your jam.
Listen, let me tell you something about Texas Hold'em. As a little country girl myself, listen, when the first time I pushed play on Texas Hold'em, and bitch, I heard that banjo. It literally stirred up something in me. I don't know what, I do know what it is, but it's just like this Beyonce, I can't breathe. I have no words.
This is a country Texas Hold'em.
Yes, Texas Hold'em is my jam. Like, I listen to Texas Hold'em every time, like the first time. I turn it up. I'm singing all the parts, all the harmonies. Like,
even the little bonus we get at the end. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, this is also when I learned that, I mean, I think I learned it on this album, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the last album. Raphael said he plays the bass.
Yes. He plays everything.
Yeah. Does all the things.
He was the tone in Tony.
Points are being made.
Yes.
Points are. But yeah, and even like what I also appreciate about this is, outside of her giving the flowers to the people who are owed them, especially in country music and rock and roll. We'll get there. She's also, so you know the episode of Miss Tina. Remember Miss Tina had the show on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. When Zendaya and her mom were on the show, and Zendaya said, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but Zendaya said, it's not just about me walking through the door and sitting at the table. It's about me walking through the door and then holding it open to get as many people in as I can.
For sure.
Before I sit at the table, right? So keeping that in mind, Hit Boy, who is a producer, he does synthesizer stuff, right? We done heard Hit Boy, the little Hit Boy little ad-lib thing at the beginning of many of Future, Drake. Look, Beyonce just gave him country music to his resume.
Yeah, that's like, big. She said, what can you do? Try this.
And even in that, like you say, try this, like, if it, like, I don't know this person, Hit Boy personally, but let's just say if it wasn't something that he was comfortable with, she pushed him so that he became like, oh, this woman.
She is the moment.
This woman.
She is. She is the this movement. Woman.
Man.
She is everything.
All right. Bodyguard. Now I have thoughts. I got thoughts about the next 3 songs.
Okay.
I have a theory.
Please tell me your theory.
No. First, I want to know what you feel about Bodyguard.
Okay, so Bodyguard is a song that I don't know that it's playing.
Really? Okay, so let me ask you this. Is Bodyguard your Plastic on the Sofa?
You mean all up in the trash?
That too.
Because I like Plastic off the Sofa.
It grew on you.
It grew on me. Bodyguard has not grown on me. And I've listened to the album nonstop. Look, I was trying to clean it up. I've listened to the album nonstop. I was at work listening to the album. Cussing people out listening to the album. It's a song that I don't notice, but like, I know it's there.
Oh no. Bodyguard. It's not in my like faves, but it's
high. Okay.
It's high. Like Bodyguard, I think I won't fully appreciate Bodyguard until summer. Bodyguard gives me like
summer vibes.
I'm talking to you. Bodyguard gives me riding with the top down, like nice day. That's what, yeah.
And I'm looking like, huh? You got all of that?
T has a convertible. Yeah. But that's what Bodyguard gives me. That's what it gives me. Now, this next one. Before we get into what it is, when you saw that poster of the track list and you saw this person's name, what did you think? Okay, because when we saw the track list, it was just a track. It didn't say on the poster. It doesn't say like this song featuring this person. It just says Dolly P.
I thought she was going. I was with it. I was like, what is Dolly P about to do? Dolly P what she needed to do. She gave her blessing.
Now here's the thing about the Dolly P and giving the blessing. What we have now been told is that Cowboy Carter was supposed to be Act 1.
Yes.
Let's start there. We also know through that, was it Vanity Fair? I think it's the Vanity Fair interview where she says she recorded Renaissance during COVID.
Yes.
So that means Cowboy Carter, maybe not all, maybe it wasn't mixed, mastered, and ready to go, but majority of it at the earliest, or I'll say latest, was recorded 2017.
Yeah, like it was outlined already. And then you have Dolly Parton in interviews trolling the shit out of
Because let's also keep in mind, Beyonce, if she's not anything else, she's thorough.
Yes.
Which means she's going to get the right credit, the right whatever she needs to do. Her legal team is legal teaming. Okay,
they're doing all the things. They're talking with.
They're doing all the things. So that means for the last 6-7 years, Dolly Parton already knew that Beyonce was doing Jolene.
And she kept saying, I would love her to do a song. Dolly, sit your ass down.
I think it would just be so grand, you know. I love Beyonce so much. I would support it. Like Jolene's been done over like 500 times, and
yes. And
let's also we talk about legal teams. Dolly Parton has said on the multiple times about her blonde hair and her big boobs. She has it on purpose because she knows people gonna treat her stupid. And she'll tell you, I ain't no stupid bimbo.
Yeah.
So. Maybe if anything, that was probably the first damn contract legal that was signed. And signed, sealed, delivered.
Around the time, if you recorded it back in 2017, that's when Dolly Parton came out with that cookware.
Child.
So I liked it. Hey,
okay,
baby.
Hey, honeybee. Okay, so here's my. I said bars. Okay, Dolly with the bars. Now. Here's my little just like, Gemini's no random facts, right? I do not think it is an accident that Bodyguard, Dolly P, and this next song we about to talk about are in order. I don't think it's a coincidence. What is Dolly Parton's other most notable song?
Working 9 to 5.
No.
Dolly Parton's most.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's shit, bitch! I will always love you.
And what album is that song on?
The album that the song is on for Dolly Parton?
No.
Oh, Bodyguard.
Yes. I don't think that's an accident. I do not think at this point I am 10,000%. Beyonce is a theology. Like she's a
thinker.
This woman is she's a historian. That I don't think that's an accident. That Bodyguard, Dolly P, and then let's just go ahead and talk about Jolene.
So basically, Bodyguard is Whitney and Bobby Christina partying up in heaven with their hands out the roof, going to the beach, and then Dolly P comes like, "Hey, honey, babe," and then look this. Louisiana, this Creole Banjee bitch from Louisiana starts singing Jolene. Even let's talk about Jolene. It was so crisp.
I know Jolene. I know Jolene is tired. She want everybody to keep her motherfucking name out there. Motherfucking
Yo, the memes, the black memes, like Jolene hearing her name again. Oh. Girl, like 50.
At this point,
would
Jolene,
shoot you.
Listen, Jolene's grandkids is like, damn, grandma, you just had all the people's men's on the plate. You just had to mess with Dolly Parton's men.
And then when you think about it, if you've ever seen the Dolly Parton live version of Jolene, where she's talking about how she went home and beat up her man, but he ain't leave. Yo, funny. Jolene, it was so crisp. The lyrics were so crisp. It was so clear. The choir. She took us to church. I wanted to knock if you
literally. What I love the most about Jolene, and a lot of people have their feelings. First, let me just say this: the only person who is listed as the songwriter is Dolly Parton.
Yes,
Dolly Parton is the only credited songwriter, despite the fact that anybody who knows the original song. Beyonce's not singing the original version. This is her own version of the song, and she is giving writers credit solely to Dolly Parton. So let's just start there.
And then for Dolly to be like, I love what you did with Jolene. She deserves it. Damn, you still mad, Dolly?
All these years later, girl, you still ain't over it. But what I love about Beyonce's version is that she stayed true to her message that has been continuous from the beginning of her career, which is female empowerment.
Yeah.
No shade to Dolly Parton, because original Joan, but Dolly was begging
for her
Dolly
man.
was begging her not to take her man. Whereas Beyonce is like,
he gonna breathe in my gentle breeze. Okay.
Try me if you want to.
Basically, I raised this man, raised his kids. Hold on now. Are we still talking about Becky with the good hair? Because there's theories on TikTok about that too.
I mean,
it's a good one. It's a great one. It's a great. Jolene
she told her you don't want this smoke, so shoot your shot with somebody else. Yeah. So yeah, Jolene is obviously on my list of faves. But I knew shout out to Derek. Derek listens to just about every episode. Derek and I have been talking. My homeboy Derek and I have been talking, and he was like, he just said one day, like, what if like I want her to do Jolene? Like, what if she does Jolene? And so he said that, and y'all, I shit you not, a couple of days later, Beyonce's publicist posted a story on her page, had nothing to do with Beyonce, but the song that she chose to put on her story was Jolene.
Okay, Yvette.
I literally sent it to Derek, and I was like, not Yvette using Jolene as a song for this.
Dropping stuff. Yeah. Yes, she did that.
So, Derek, you called that.
Yes, Jolene is a good one.
Yes, Jolene is a good one. Next we have Daughter. Oh, okay. You was crying. You was crying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bitch. This was the second time I cried.
Okay.
Daughter is a good song.
Yes, I love Daughter. Daughter is one of them.
You want to talk about stacking vocals? You want to talk about somebody singing down? Operatic singing? What is the Italian song? Mio de Creole or whatever? Feliz Navidad too.
So interesting that you bring that up. What am I trying to say? It's called Caro Mia Ben.
I was close.
And I have a friend who he is an opera singer. And I'm sure you guys have seen these videos already on TikTok, but the basic of Caro Mia Ben is an opera singer's version of, I'm going to use two different instruments. For those who are not completely musically inclined, but we all had that little recorder. It is an opera version of Hot Cross Buns. Now, if you're a little more musically inclined, you played a little string using a little band or whatever. It is an opera singer's version of Für Elise by Beethoven. I'm using both of those as examples because if you are a little higher on the musically inclined scale, or you just got that recording, you playing Hot Cross Buns, those are songs that are taught to you because they're very, easy, but they're also easy to remember. And like memorize. And then if you want to add a little bit extra in there every now and then,
it's so
once
simple.
you commit it to memory. So that's just the top to bottom of the song. However, with the song specifically, she starts singing it right. The last lyric she says in English is, "How long can he hold his breath before his death?"
Yes.
Now I ain't about to claim that I speak Italian or nothing. But there is a creator. He's a black man on TikTok who he talks about. He's an opera singer as well. And he talks about opera, and basically, the song is basically saying like the man in the opera is saying like, I can't live without you. Like, yeah, you're my everything. I can't breathe without you. So the fact that she literally asked like, how long can he hold his breath before his death? And the next word she said, I can't do it. I'm gonna die.
When she said, because it takes me back. Okay, let's go back in time. Let's think about Sorry. This is a grown-up version of Sorry, in my opinion. Because she has your body laid out on these filthy floors. Come on.
So, okay, what's crazy about this is when I first heard...
But it was still beautiful.
Yes. When I first heard these lyrics, the picture that popped up in my head was, and I'm pretty sure this might have been her last Met Gala when she wore the um latex dress with the beads on it, and people were saying those are the, remember how in Lemonade she's like, I took the bones of her and made it into my cane.
Yes.
That's the picture, that's the image that popped in my head when I heard this song.
It gave me haunted vibes, but it also gave me, bitch, your arrogance is disturbing my solitude. Beautiful. Beautiful piece of music. Look, mine too, girl.
So what, also going back to what I said about her being a historian, the Karamia Ben is what is considered Baroque, not broke, B-R-O-K-E, Baroque as in B-A-R-O-Q-U-E.
Yes.
The style of it is called Baroque. For my historians out there, you probably already know where I'm going. The Baroque era of opera came after the Renaissance.
It did. And they thought that was going to be the next thing. But she gave us some Baroque.
Also, the style of like fabric and things that you think of when you hear, or you think of Versace. Some people think it's like gaudy and flashy. That is also that transitionary period between Renaissance and Baroque. I'm just saying, if nothing else,
Mama know what she doing.
Our fave is she is thorough. If nothing else, she is thorough. Yeah, so I like Daughter. Daughter is on my list of faves.
Daughter is on my list of faves too. This next one, is it your favorite? It's your fave, ain't it?
How could you tell? How could you tell?
No sauce. I could tell. I could see, because Beyonce Virgo shit. She's talking her shit. You like talk shit, Beyonce?
Cussing Beyonce is my favorite Beyonce.
And this was it. This was it. Spaghetti.
But even before we get into Spaghetti the song, it's Linda Martell being like, oh, so them genres that y'all like to do, those are funny. That's a little cute little concept. Because no. And let's just also say the intro to this song, after what her husband just said at them Grammys,
it makes all the sense in the world on why he said what he said.
What are we talking about?
And then having Linda Martell herself, 82-year-old Linda, that left her child's house to drop something for Beyonce, the first Black woman to perform at the Grand Ole Opry. Okay.
We already have the Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yep.
Now we have the Linda Martell.
And Linda was like, look, I left the music industry because my shit wasn't blowing up like it should have. But now that I have an innovator that's pushing innovation.
And going back to what we said about Beyonce highlighting artists, Black country artists, let's just keep it a bean. Shabuzi never in a million years thought that he would be on a track, first of all, with Beyonce.
That part.
But Linda Martell?
That's like...
And I'm not saying he dreamed small, but like...
He probably couldn't fathom.
Shit, motherfuckers are still trying to figure out how Beyonce got Grace Jones on Renaissance.
Right, because I haven't seen her since Strong J.
What? So, yes, Spaghetti is it's my favorite. Cunty. Like, huh?
Hello, this again. 10 across the board. When I heard this, I heard Spaghetti, I said, Scheherazade is doing a count right now. And mind you, this is me still in bed after crying. I was like, oh, he done whipped out the Beyonce fan at some point. This, and there's all another song where I feel like you really just fucked it up.
She said, huh?
Yeah.
What? Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, right? So, her husband is credited as a writer on this song, right? There's a lyric in this song where she says, "They salty, they shooting like curry, one hand on my holster, then pass it to Hova." I just got a feeling whatever the lyric, the verse that comes after that, he wrote it. He wrote it. Because I just, this woman, the way she thinks, the way she writes, I just...
all the things.
All
the things. But yeah, Spaghetti was a song.
Yes. One of my non petty cunty favorite lyrics is when she says, "We all been played by the plagiaristic."
Yes, that was a good one.
Tell me
more.
You tired of who the Beach Boys? The Beach Boys wrote what? They took what from who on Chuck Berry? Who the Elvis took what from who?
Big Mama
was that what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all been like she says, y'all been playing on that plagiarism.
Yes.
We're going to stop it now. Heavy. But yes, spaghetti is my top.
Spaghetti is my number one for you.
Yes, spaghetti is. And I think I told you, I think I said this in the group chat, that I still have my Apple Music account, but at Super Bowl I logged back into Tidal. And part of the whole thing with Tidal was making sure it sounds the way the artist wants it to sound. Because a lot of times with Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube Music and Amazon, it changes in the streaming. The content, the quality of the music changes in the streaming. Whereas in Tidal, that's the whole thing. They don't. And when I tell y'all there is a difference when I'm listening to it on Tidal than when I'm listening to it on Apple Music. So I'm listening to this in my car through Tidal, loud as fuck.
Yo,
I don't care if the people next to me can hear it. I don't care if you can hear it with my windows turned up. I don't care. I'm listening. To it. But yes, spaghetti is my favorite.
I could tell. I was like, oh, fave.
Spaghetti is automatic fave. Alligator tears. How do you feel about it?
Why do I care about tears from an alligator?
Well, you know the saying of alligator tears, or why we say crocodile tears, alligator tears, right?
I like the message of the song. It is it's kind of like coming off of Daughter and then having spaghetti. I think alligator tears is a nice little sandwich. Does that make sense? It's a nice blend. Yes.
That's how I feel about Bodyguard, Dolly P, and Jolene. So yes, I understand. I also think it's your mini palate cleanse.
Yeah, because it prepares you for what's next.
Yeah, it definitely does. I also, because of what she's what's next, I also considering the mini visuals that we've gotten for the lead up to Texas Hold'em and a lot of the radio
images,
just images that we've gotten, even in Renaissance. It was the on air, and they had the Cunty News, which I have something about that too. I have a theory. Y'all, we'll get there.
To get a news station,
y'all. I do think it's, when you're listening to it, if you listen to the album the way that radio used to be back in the day, you would have these long stints where they would play songs, and then whoever the disc jockey, because yes, we've shortened it now to DJ, but disc jockeys back then really were the people on the radio. Yeah. So I do Alligator Tears. It's not on my personal high list of faves,
very high, but I like it. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, I mean the album is. We have another no skips.
Yes, no skips. You can't skip.
And like you said, so Smoke Hour 2.
Yeah.
I wonder if with Smoke Hour 2, Beyonce just told Willie Nelson, just say whatever you want.
And I think he probably said, I ain't gonna remember it no way.
But the reason why I was saying, I was like, I'll wait till we get to the next one. So when he says you're tuned into KNTR radio, obviously it's an anagram for country, country with a K. However, if we go back to Renaissance, it was KNTY radio, as in cunty. For the last week, well, less than a week, I have been trying, because I told you what my theory about what Act 3 will be. I'm trying to figure out what the anagram would be for rock music. Because I mean, I could be wrong. She could just go back to her R&B roots. But considering who she's already like Chuck Berry, like. And if you haven't, the reason why I say the thing about rock music also, if you have yet to watch Little Richard's Story, it's on Max. I don't know if it's still playing, but it was on Max during Black History Month. If it's still available, watch Little Richard's Story. Watch Little Richard's Story. Outside of it just being his story in general, it shines a lot of light that most Black people already know when it comes to rock music, and you're familiar with, Big Mama Thornton, and we always say the thing about Elvis and Chuck Berry, and even if, not that I forgot, but Beyoncé was in Cadillac Records.
She was fucking Etta James.
She was Etta James, which even in then, rock music, like I said, if she's not anything else, she is thorough. So, if y'all want to help me come up with what the anagram for rock would be for the rock radio station.
Knowing this album has been done for years.
Girl, Beyonce about to, that they yacht, and whenever you're going to the south of France, Beyonce about to be on that yacht.
That part, jumping off.
Yeah.
Come on, hop in.
Yeah. And in the words of Willie Nelson, up next we have Just for Fun by Beyonce. What's your thoughts on Just for Fun?
I like Just for Fun. I like, Willie Jones. Is that his name?
Yes.
Willie Jones is fine. I said, I too am just for fun. But
oh, he had you, girl. He had you.
He had me because he's a turn them lights and them. Ain't that him?
I believe so.
So it's kind of like, again, another man, another person, another young African American in country music that is now getting the amount of streams that they deserve, getting the recognition that they deserve, being heard on a broader audience. Beyonce has done that.
Yeah. It's funny. Willie Jones gives me, oh my God, what is his name? What is this man's name? R&B singer, Black. He played Johnny Gill.
Luke James. I knew you was going to say fucking Luke James.
Yes.
Beautiful.
He gives me
beautiful voice.
Yes, he gives me, Willie Jones is country Luke James for me.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. And to think,
when I first saw him, like, I think the first time I ever saw him, whatever I was watching was probably like an extra, like E! Entertainment or extra. So they were just showing the clip and there was no audio. And I saw it from a distance, but the word said country music. I thought like,
oh, that's Luke.
Oh,
no,
Luke James. Okay. Yeah.
And then knowing that Luke James opened up for Beyonce. And was it Miss Carter? But yeah.
I didn't go to that one either.
So again, Willie Jones is, even how their voices blend in the chorus. That time heals everything. I don't need anything. Oh, just chef's kiss. It was great.
Yep. Okay. All right. Now
we have to do it.
If you clearly you hear the excitement on my voice, so the answer to the question is yes. But baby, when I tell you, I'm sure there are other UNLV students on campus who think I'm crazy. Because bitch, when I tell you, I screamed
when you heard it.
Because what did I say on my story? I know y'all thought I was just being kiki ha ha funny when I said if I had to choose between where my country music was coming from, between Pennsylvania and Texas, I want my country music to come from Texas. But if we gonna get even more specific, bitch, give me both T's, because I want my country music to come from Tennessee and Texas.
When I say this is my favorite song, when Rudy posted it, I said, I'm waiting for Hannah Montana and her wig.
Bitch, this song is the epitome of always stay gracious. Best revenge is your paper. This song because not that we have any Swifties that listen to me, and if at some point in time we get large enough that a whole bunch of Swifties come listen to, you cannot deny the fact that Beyonce always shows grace when she's out in public, but Miley not only showed grace, but gave flowers to someone who has influenced her when they were standing in front of her.
Yeah.
She didn't wait till later to post something on Twitter. She did it right then and there.
Yes. Always.
But also won her first Miley Cyrus just won her first Grammy. How? Because, baby, let me tell you, what is it? The Climb came out 2006, 2007. Yes. Let The Climb come on right now.
That is a song. That is gospel.
I'm boo-hooing hard.
And on the right day, Wrecking Ball will make me cry too. Miley Cyrus is that girl really too?
But let's just be honest, right? Like, and this isn't to take away from like other country artists like Jewel and things like that. But if we're being honest,
this is Billy's daughter.
I was about to say she is the country princess because she is the achy breaky heart
I know how to play that on guitar.
Like, what? Billy, what? Huh?
Yo, this song, even just watching the montage of how Miley Cyrus honors Beyonce, how she talked about her when they did Stand Up to Cancer, feeling like a little sister,
so somebody went into the archives, the before Miley got braces archives, where Miley is saying, one of my biggest dreams would just be to work with Beyonce.
Yeah.
She was no older than 10 in this video. No older than 10. Had to be no older than 10 in this video. Like,
and then for Beyonce to not just only work with you, but recognize your voice and recognize how it would blend beautifully with hers for this song. Two Most Wanted. When they say listen to the song in the perspective of you and your best friend, you want to talk about crying again.
Had you down bad.
I mean,
you had just blown your nose. You thought you was free and clean.
The two most wanted, and I don't know what you're doing to. Yes. This is Miley Cyrus and Beyonce's voice together was like butter. Butter.
What we be saying about Insecure, the true love story was between Molly and Issa.
It really was. And it makes sense. It makes sense because I know people, why didn't she pick this artist? Why didn't she pick that artist? Because, why? She knew the voice that would match this.
Yeah.
And
you know what? You know how people like jokingly say like, oh, Beyonce's NDAs must be ironclad? Which I'm not negating that. Her lawyers be lawyering. But with the exception of Tiffany Haddish, right? The people who we know, like, no, we don't need to see the NDA to know that they have had to sign the NDA. They are people who not just respect her, but respect her artistry, that the NDA was for technical, like they weren't, like we said, this album, obviously you can go back in the studio and make changes and all that stuff, but the basis of this album, what we say, 2016, 2017?
Yeah.
So to be sitting on something we talked about Dolly Parton. Now we're at Miley Cyrus. Like
sitting on gold and not even knowing if people are ever going to hear this music.
Right. Because you just record it. You don't know what song she's going to pick for the album.
Yeah.
You don't.
And again, how Beyonce does her albums, because we saw when they did that one special, it's not like y'all are recording in the same studio. You're sending your vocals in. Mm-hmm. They don't even send you a raw copy of them together. Miley heard it for the first time with us too.
Yeah,
Miley had to order her box.
The final. Yeah, you don't hear the final cut until she says, "Okay, Tidal, Apple, Spotify, here you go."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's real, like it's truly of like you don't know if you made the cut until the cut gets cut.
Man.
Yeah. But yes, Two Most Wanted, like I listened to it in both aspects of like you and your best friend, but also like you and your love. Like, this song. Yeah.
Well, when that bitch on TikTok say, listen to it in the perspective of you and your friend. What?
Had you down bad.
For real.
Had you down bad.
Everybody ringtone that change.
Not ringtones.
Shit, I want to hear my jam.
All right, so how do you feel about Levi Jean?
I mean, song went down, 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 down. I like it.
Yeah? Okay, I will be honest. I heard / was reminded about something about Post Malone.
Oh, okay.
And so
he's the one with the tattoos on his face, right?
Yes. But I heard someone posted a video and they said that they met like regular everyday person, not non-celebrity, but like that they met Post Malone and they hugged him and that he smelled so bad they threw up. I know.
He does look dirty.
Right. So that's like the most recent, like obviously I don't keep up with him, so I don't know if he's been in any controversy or anything like that. Probably clearly he hasn't, because Beyonce wouldn't work with him.
Correct.
But that's like now when I hear Post Malone, that's what I think of.
Like,
so when I saw his name,
you stink, sir.
So when I saw his name, I was like, "Oh, let me give myself a minute. Let me push pause. Let me give myself a minute."
I will say Post Malone did do a Beyonce years before Beyonce did the Beyonce in DC where she performed longer because of the rain. He did that at Coachella. They wanted him off, and he was like, "They came to hear me, and we didn't get all the songs out. Let's continue going."
Yeah. I do also his transition into country music was very seamless in my opinion, but also he's a white man. So
wait, he's not a rapper anymore?
Post Malone? No.
He only does country music?
Yeah. Didn't he? Wasn't it just this Super Bowl where he sang America the Beautiful? Yeah.
Was that him?
I could be wrong. Hold on, let me check. Hold on, y'all about to hear my click clack, and I know y'all be talking about my keys. Who sang America the Beautiful Super Bowl 2024? Yeah, Post Malone.
Dang, okay.
That was him with his guitar and that brown jacket on. That was him. But yeah, he's country. He does country music now.
Okay.
I'm gonna see.
He got too many. He just want Jelly Roll success.
Now listen.
Now Jelly Roll be preaching.
Now I would say Jelly Roll. I mean, not to say the album is bad or anything, but I probably would have lost my shit
if Jelly Roll would have been on some shit. Yeah, that's true. Just because we black, we are musically inclined and cultured. Okay, we listen to other 2020, genres.
Right, 2021 is when Post Malone went to country.
Oh, okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Levi's jeans will grow on you.
It'll grow on me. I just gotta stop thinking about this man being stinky. So how you said like you don't know that it's on. I'm aware that it's on. I'm just fighting my brain to not think about this man
being stinky, because you want to be groove. You want to groove to it, and you be like, "You stink."
Like I have to remind myself, like they don't record in the same space. She didn't smell him.
Yeah.
Rumi and Sir weren't,
because I'm pretty sure she would be like, you stink.
Yeah, their nose. Although totally off the subject, I learned today that the more you stink, the less likely bees are to be attracted to you.
Okay.
I learned, that came out of nowhere. I learned this because Angelina Jolie is on the cover of National Geographic for, I guess, this month. Excuse me. And she has bees on her, like actual live bees. So in the studio, like it was, I guess, a closed-in room or whatever, and there were just a bunch of bees flying around. But she has bees like on her chest and on her neck, on her face, not completely covered, not like what's that scary movie?
Oh, Candyman's. Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
I didn't say it at all.
Sorry. Oh shit.
But she said that prior to the shoot, and I know people got to be like, ew, but there's a reason for this. She intentionally did not shower for 7 days because the cleaner you are, the more likely bees are to sting you. Yeah. And so she's like, well, I know I have to do this. I've agreed to do this shoot. I have a contract, X, Y, and Z. How can I stay safe? And so she didn't shower.
I guess I'll stink.
Yeah. So, anyway, child. Okay, next song. Flamenco.
Ole.
How do you feel about it?
Again, another song that I don't notice is playing.
Really?
I know it's playing, but it's not like I can't remember it as I'm talking about it.
I was about to say, yes. I feel so. I don't hate it. I just don't remember.
Yeah, like in the moment when I'm listening to it, it gives me what I need to get. But also talking about, I don't remember it.
But it's also, so I don't consider it a song, if that makes sense.
How long is it?
It is, hold on, let me see. Let me make sure.
Because I think it's short too.
Flamenco is 1:40.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So that's probably also why I don't. But also because I'm real excited for the next one. Because if Talk Your Shit was a song, Beyonce handed the keys to Linda, was like, here you go.
Just say whatever.
Whatever you feel.
And she did.
Just record it and send it to us. If we don't like it, we'll tell you on something.
She was just saying whatever. But again, we also have to understand that she is also 82. So she has every right to just do that.
But again, going back to what she says about, genres and this stretching across that and it being a unique experience, which a lot of people I know black people, let's just say this, black people were saying this, and a lot of them were getting pushback about when they were like, I don't listen to country music, but I'm going to listen to this album. And Beyonce is very clear. And when Beyonce said, this isn't a country album, this is a Beyonce album, she's making it clear from the get-go, the very first song, American Requiem, this is what country music was before y'all came in here
and whited
and took it
up.
And not just took it, like y'all took it and you tried to do it the way that we were doing it and realized that you couldn't.
And you fell short.
And we got what we have now. So again, going back to what I said, if she's nothing but thorough, that horse that's on that cover is that horse for a reason.
Yeah. Because that disco horse was tired.
So right, Renee was like, "Okay, tap me out.
Yeah, tap me out.
Tap me. It's your turn. It's your turn now."
New horse.
Okay, so how do you feel about Yaya? And I'm asking this as a true Beyonce deep cut fan. How do you feel about Yaya?
It reminds me of something.
What does it remind you of?
Why don't you love me? Tell me, baby, why don't you love me?
Why don't you love me?
I make it easy to love. Yo, Yaya is, it's what we needed. It's what we needed at that point. I can tell this is another favorite of yours, probably right under spaghetti.
Yes.
I like Yaya because it's kind of like, it gives you that energy that you need.
Yes.
And it's like, yes.
Yes. And what's crazy, so I guess for me specifically, Why Don't You Love Me, is that I love that song, and it's such a deep cut, and like either you know it or you don't know it. The way I feel about Why Don't You Love Me, and like how good it is, and just how underappreciated it goes.
Oh, for sure.
Is the same way us deep cut people are waiting for the Put It in a Love Song visuals that have been recorded, been done. Alicia didn't told us they done. Beyonce didn't told us they done.
But we ain't never seen them. We saw y'all in them dresses
in Cuba,
and they was pretty. It was pink and yellow. So
yeah, that's how Yaya makes me. Like, it's a deep cut,
because you also have to understand it's a full body of work. It's not just singles that are put out. It's the full body of work. And if you pay attention to full bodies like we have, there's Easter eggs. There's songs that are like, yes. That's why we say no skips.
Yep. Not only so it reminds me of Why Don't You Love Me, but deep cut again. Yaya, Beyonce's not singing Yaya. You know who's singing Yaya? Dina, after she got her divorce. Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, when the divorce was final, after he found out that him was Effie's child. Magic.
Yaya, Beyonce, that's Dina. Dina is singing Yaya after she got free.
Yes, because she told you and listen. And now she's free. Because again, it is the vibe of it gives the time period too. It's like it's like a time period song. Like, it gives you that 70s vibe. It gives you the energy. It gives you a nice little pin-up curl. Oh my God. Yes. I was just watching Dreamgirls.
Yeah. When literally the minute she said, just to give you guys an idea of like where my brain goes, right? The minute the lyrics said, "We jerkin'," if you know what the true dance of the jerk is, right? The minute I heard her say "we joking," I heard, well, let's just turn the wigs around.
Yeah. Turn them around. Yeah, let's be different. But when you say when she finally divorced him and you go to that scene where she's packing her stuff, go mama, way in the car. In the car, she's like...
Dina wrote Yaya in the car.
Yeah. Her mom said, "What you doing? Don't worry about it. It's coming out in 2024. It's gonna knock their heads off."
We snapping.
Yes. It gave me heavy.
Yes.
Yaya is a song.
Yes. I like that, all right. Now, this song isn't on my favorites list of favorite songs. Like, I love this song. This next song is on my favorite list because Beyonce is going to get flowers.
Okay.
So, the only person who was given writer's credit for "Oh Louisiana" is Chuck Berry.
Really?
The only person is Chuck Berry. He's the only person listed as the writer for "Oh Louisiana." So, although it's not this my jam, and it's very, sure, it's a interlude or whatever, he's the only person given writer's credit.
But I also think after a song like Yaya, you need that to take you, to take you to the next one.
Yep. Yeah. So it's not this my thing, but I just the honor and reverence she gives to the people. She said it when Diana Ross sang her happy birthday. Like, I wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be here without Diana. Diana wouldn't be here without Sister Rosetta Thorpe. Like,
there's so many people that are involved in this.
Speaking of, I mean, I knew, but I guess I didn't know. Diana Ross just turned 80.
Yeah, girl. I saw them kids in that picture.
Yeah. Them kids and them grandkids.
I said, "Oh Lord." Diana Ross just looking smiling.
And Tracy really is the frying auntie at this
She
point.
really is. She was standing there like, I wish a kid would touch me. Not in this white. Move. She met you.
Mood and peanut butter and jelly fingers.
Make sure your kids are sitting with their mammy.
Ashley, get them. Okay. Next song.
Desert Eagle. How you feel about it?
Baby. Desert Eagle. Talking shit Beyonce is my favorite Beyonce. It's never not gonna be my favorite Beyonce. I don't care what y'all. It's not classy. No. Be on your Virgo shit. Talk your shit. You're tired of people and they bullshit.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. This is the song that she's like, I'm yours. I ain't going nowhere. But nigga, don't play with me, because if you do, you got me fucked up.
Because that Desert Eagle is in the passenger seat.
Shoot or shoot.
Shoot or get shot.
Somebody on Twitter said Beyonce be singing songs like she could fight, and people started bringing up all stories that they've ever heard about like Beyonce fighting, and the story that comes up is when Fabulous, I don't even know if you remember this, but Fabulous talked about how after I don't even remember the song, but he has some song where he has something about Beyonce, but he like talking shit about Beyonce, and then the next time she saw him, she was ready to square up. And he he was on like a podcast or interview, radio show, something or whatever, and he wasn't saying like he was scared, but he was like, I
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And he ain't keep talking when she left either. So yeah, that's Desert Eagle for me. I do love the song in general. The do-si-do, again, the country girl in me, like,
I like how she incorporates the country roots into the music. It interweaves, and it's kind of like, man, you could have been doing this, but because you allowed, not even because you allowed, but because other people's ignorance tried to put you in a box.
Yes.
And you had to wait to get a certain amount of momentum to bust the fuck up out the box. So,
and she says it on America Requiem when it's like, when I first came out, y'all told me I talked to country.
Yes, because Beyonce, when she first came out with Destiny's Child, no, speaking and talking about she wants to be a dolphin, to now, Beyonce.
Listen, my favorite, like, young Beyonce just interview when she was talking about Popeyes.
Yeah.
And how much she loved Popeyes.
So again, y'all are different, because even Mama Tina still has that twang to her voice, and she'll get people together to let you hold on. Right? Even your dad, when he feels a slight, he comes out from the 50-11 children he got now to post something. So just beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yes. Okay. How you feel about Riverdance?
Is Riverdance next?
Desert Eagle, then Riverdance.
Bounce on shit, dance, bounce on. I love how people were like, why is she still talking about fucking Jay-Z? Nigga, have you ever seen Riverdancers? I like it. I
do too.
Riverdance is my shit. Bounce on shit, dance, yeah. No hands. What? And then also to see like the beautiful clips with different black river dancers.
Yes.
I'm like, go on.
Yes.
Because do you know how hard it is to river dance? What was that movie, Superstar, where her parents fell and they were river danced to death on top of each other?
Yes. That's a very odd.
You have random facts. I have random movie clips. Okay.
Okay. That's your fun. Yeah.
I like Riverdance.
No words. I think the timing of it, just in general, is amazing. Like, it's truly amazing. It's like, you got that twang with the banjo and the guitar and all of that.
And then you are incorporating other beats too. Like literally, you could twerk to Riverdance, or you could like vibe to Riverdance.
You can twerk to Riverdance, you can vibe to Riverdance, or you could literally
Riverdance.
That being said, when I heard Riverdance, I pushed pause and I ran to TikTok because I just had to see if Morgan Bullock had already done a video. And at the time that I looked, she hadn't, but since then she has. If you do not know who Morgan Bullock is the first Black woman to be a part of Riverdance. Remember when we was kids and we was watching PBS and he had a Riverdance videos, you could buy one for $19.95? Yeah, that Riverdance. Morgan Bullock is the first Black woman to be a part of Riverdance.
Really?
And the way, just random facts, right? So the way Morgan was found was during COVID when we were all losing our fucking minds. Well, I wasn't. I like being at home. Anyway, when y'all was losing your minds, Savage came out, right? And everybody was doing a challenge to Savage. And Morgan, she did her video did a dance to Savage. And of course, TikTok being TikTok, it went viral and all these things. And of course, you have either people who loved it or people who hated it. And she was on a radio show in Ireland, Scotland.
Probably Ireland.
About which land it was. Anyway, she was on a radio show and the host was like asking her like, the typical questions: when did you start? Why did you start?
Right.
And, she told her parents put her in it and she was doing competitions or whatever. How long have you been doing it? All the things. And then the radio host is like, so we have someone who called in and they want to ask you a question. Anyway, fast forward to the middle. It was the man from Riverdance inviting her to join.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He did it on air. And so since then she has been traveling and
I know her knees is good.
Yeah. So saying all that to say, her and there's another young lady. I can't remember her
name. They
were
the ones that posted the video.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Morgan is the one who has on the black hat.
Yeah, with the silver stringies.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, them legs is in shape and toned.
Yeah. So I do like Riverdance. I like what it represents across the board. The Dream is, let me tell you, baby, one thing the Dream is going to do, he's going to produce.
He gonna do something for Beyonce.
Listen, at this point, I'm convinced you know how Apple makes like their product red products?
Mm-hmm.
The phone the phone number that Beyonce has, he has a product red phone. So when it ring, he like
he gotta go to it.
The Powerpuff Girls phone, that's it.
And I think with how close her and the Dream are, is his name Tyrius Nash?
I think this is one of those Dwayne Wade situations where it looks like Tyrius, but I think it's Terrace.
Okay. So I think they I think they have like a really close business relationship as well as a friendship where it's kind of like whatever project I'm on, I'm running it through by you.
But not just that, I also think, especially because as many projects as we've seen him be on with her, when you work with someone, because music is very intimate, right? And creating is very intimate. When you work with someone on something so intimate and so precious and it's like your thing, I'm sure at this point, because they've worked on so many projects to each other, they have an unspoken language where they could just look at each other or hear something and they thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, their brains
it works together. Because think about it, in the Renaissance film, when they were talking about cutting Diva, she was looking at him and Blue Ivy's in the corner. No, not Diva. No, don't do it. Blue, look here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think their brains work really, really well together.
I could see that.
Okay. Two Hands to Heaven.
I like it.
Yeah? Is it on your list?
It is on my list, but I will say at one point in Two Hands to Heaven, it turns into a strong R&B song.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I was like, hold on. I feel like body rolling.
But even in that, I obviously, we know it wasn't unintentional, but it's showing how a body of work, but how the embodiment of one sound can easily move
transition. Yes.
Yes,
that's very true. And I think people forget, like, music is mixy. So it's kind of like to put somebody in just a genre. When Jay-Z said, you might be in a category that you shouldn't even be in. When you break down,
shit.
When you break,
I'm still not over it.
I'm not. But when you break
and
down
I'm not
music,
letting go.
When you break down music like this family has, when you break it down, and even other people, like when Adele told Beyonce tearfully, Lemonade was the album of my life, how you empowered my friends, right? So when you break down music, how it's really broken down, there aren't any genres.
Yeah.
Because y'all pull from everything. A run could be a run in R&B, in country, in gospel. There's a certain growl in certain songs that you hear that you know comes straight from the church or straight from rock and roll. Come on now. But yeah, this is a genreless album.
It really is. Tyrant.
Is that another one of your favorites?
I'm convinced she listen. I feel like Beyonce be putting drugs in the music because the way Tyrant be having me,
you can't stop.
You was talking about body. You was talking about body rolling. I found myself just being like, every time I ride, like what? I'm trying to do my homework, ma'am.
She said, "Ride it like hydraulics." I am such a tyrant. What?
I just want to. I mean, y'all know I'm big on words, but let me just make sure. Define. Let me make sure I'm not messing up. What does?
It's a song. Tyrant is that girl. Tyrant is high on my list too.
It says tyrant is an absolute ruler, unrestrained by law or constitution. The fact that Dolly P is on Tyrant. And if you know Dolly P's story, her being on Tyrant makes fucking sense.
That part. This is the song that would go, you know how at Renaissance, how she went back and you heard the sounds of Partition when the thing, Tyrant could go there.
Oh yes.
Tyrant could be part of the big three. Take all up in the trash out.
I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. She acting up because in the movie theater when we went inside, we saw it a second time. You leaned over and you said, "Okay, it's I now I see the choreography. It's not that big." So she cutting up, y'all. She cutting up.
I'm mad because we didn't get the big three. Because I would have been Beyonce. But no, Tyrant's that girl. Just relax. I got this. I'm so exotic. Poetry. Hips are so hypnotic.
Poetry.
I am such a tyrant. I mean, bars. And Dolly P's like, she ain't the only tyrant.
You are. I will also say this is another song where she brought artists, black female country artists.
Yes, they were featured on it too.
Brittany Spencer and Raina Roberts are also on this song as well for background vocals.
And then also to be on an album with Dolly Parton on a record. Come on now.
Listen. I will say this. I don't know what she's doing lately. She might have retired. But you know who else I could have seen, maybe not like how Dolly is on this song, but maybe like with the harmony on this song, just because of what this song is talking about. And if you know this person's story,
Reba McEntire.
No. Shania Twain.
Oh, yeah.
Because, baby, if you know Shania's story,
she don't play. She's a tyrant too.
Listen, more proof that not all Black people just listen to rap and R&B.
Yeah,
because in order to know Shania's story, you got to know what them lyrics is meaning. Yeah. But yes, Tyrant is on my list of faves because I don't know what she put something in that music.
It's crack. It's drugs in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I listened for Renaissance for at least 8 months straight, and I know we'll sum up when we get to the end of the album.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this might be a problem.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Although she has told us that, well, she didn't directly tell us. Her music, her director of music, let us know that this was supposed to be first. When she said America has a problem, yes, America does in fact have a problem, and there's shit that it needs to work on. But as my new favorite Beyonce shirt says, with the square around her face problem, she was also the problem.
Yeah.
She was warning y'all.
Mm-hmm. Like when you told me about, did you see what Parkwood posted? Girl, reading the comments underneath that post. Beyonce, we ain't got it.
we're still recovering.
Beyonce, I want to be a responsible adult.
I want to be a responsible adult. Now let me just tell y'all, this had nothing to do with the album. It has something to do with an entirely different outfit. But I am now 2 pair of Cowboys boots in. I just I'm 2 boots in. I'm 2 boots in.
I'm just like, damn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beyonce is taking us through it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm like, maybe she too wants us to be a responsible adult. And considering this one was recorded so long ago, right? All right. And you and I have the book from Renaissance. Yes. Right.
And we know how long it took to plan that tour.
Right. Mm-hmm. And for those of us who have self-titled, the box set.
Yes.
Which I'm currently looking at. In that box set, you kind of see like how those videos were filmed and how they kept everything under wraps. And she's done it before. What would make us think that she couldn't have filmed whatever for
already
Cowboy Carter already?
Come on. Watch them say releasing on Disney Plus tomorrow.
Which honestly wouldn't surprise me because she does have a Disney contract.
She does. Don't surprise me at all. Everybody would be up.
And oh, bitch, you said that, and you know, Verizon, like my Disney Plus is through my Verizon account. Mm-hmm. And she just did that
Verizon commercial.
Bitch,
look at us, baby. Shit.
When her Verizon during the Super Bowl Verizon commercial came on, I told my man, I'm never switching my carrier. You couldn't pay me to switch my. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's be honest, she was the first one to put Verizon on the map when she had her special phone.
Definitely did.
Okay, and that was underneath the leadership of Matthew Knowles before she told her daddy, I got it.
Mm-hmm. Go be a papa.
Yeah, go do what you do.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're almost here.
We are.
Sweet honey bucket.
Can I say that I like the fact that Pharrell is doing something else besides making purses?
Now, you know what's interesting about Pharrell? And so going similar to what we said about The Dream, Pharrell's mind. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, he's been a producer. He's been doing the things for a very long time, right? But the moment I realized, not realized because I've always realized, but like the moment I fully absorbed that this man is like the way his ear
how it works
and how it works, the way I realized it. Let me tell y'all how I realized this. I was sitting in the movie theater watching Despicable Me 2. So he is, he does all the music for all, now the whole Despicable Me universe. So the Minions, all of that, right? All of that. how I noticed it is, I'm about to, now for all the parents, y'all about to be watching Despicable Me and yelling at your kids to go in the other room because you're trying to listen. And it's obviously in a movie theater, sound is different. But how I noticed that this man's brain, this is why he be working with Beyonce. Every time, whether it's one of the girls, Agnes, whatever, or Gru, and then when we get whatever the stepmom's name is, they all have their own music. They all have their own music. So if that particular person is not on screen, you do not hear their music. But if they come on screen,
you hear it.
You hear their music. So going to what you said about stacking, we were talking about stacking vocals.
Yeah.
But this is go back and watch it. Go back and watch Despicable Me when characters are on the screen, and you will hear
music in the background.
What?
I mean, that's a nice little fat chuck. Just saying.
Cause,
Just saying.
Yeah. But I am, like you said, I'm glad to see him.
I liked it.
I mean, honestly, even with him making purses, the man's a vampire. He's gonna get more. He got to figure out something.
What is your skincare regimen, for real? What products do you use?
People say it jokingly, but I believe in the supernatural. This man is a vampire. Have you seen those pictures of the Native Americans?
Yes. Like he is sucking the breath. He's like the Sanderson sisters. He's sucking the breath of children. Something. He looks good. Mm-hmm. I too try to suck the breath of children, but it stinks. You can't trust everything a child eats.
At least they won't get stung by bees.
Oh yeah, you're right. Keep your mouth open.
So I didn't realize this until today.
Okay.
The dream has 2 pen names.
Oh.
Yeah, so where you see Terrace the Dream, and then where you see, don't give me the line because I don't know how to pronounce it, but that GESTELDLDE, that's him. Both of those are him.
Who is that?
It's him. Like if you just, yeah, like because I was like, who is obviously one, as we're, I'm a true journalist, so I want to give everybody their correct credit.
Yeah, for sure.
When you type it, it's him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
What are the letters? GS what?
It's GESTELDE -
Okay. I was thinking maybe it's the letters of his kids. No. Wow. Okay.
I wonder if, let me see something. Hold on. Oh yeah, he changed his name.
He changed it.
But did he take his, because he got married again.
Who? The Dream.
The Dream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He changed his name again.
But I think he took her name.
Good for you, sir.
Maybe not. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
that's the money he don't want Nivea to get.
How do you feel about Sweet Honey Bucket?
I told you I like Sweet Honey Bucket. I mean,
like as the ebbs and the flow, because it changed. The song changes through. It reminds me of it's a country Pure Honey.
It gives you pure honey because the sweet bucket, honey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it for me, you need that punch in the song. How it gives the ebbs and flows. Yes. You need that punch because the last track is, Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, we're getting towards the end. We're coming down. Oh, yeah. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, I do like it. And then, of course, Amen.
Hallelujah.
We close out the album with Amen. It gives me...
You...
Adult... What?
What does it give you? Adult what?
It gives me adult Amazing Grace on the end of Writing on the Wall.
It gives me, this is what Amen gives me. You know the song that they sing at funerals, let the church say amen. it gives me, it's a wrap. I'm tying this up with a bow, because when you think about the lyrics or the verse, this house was built with blood and bone, and it crumbled. Yes, it crumbled. Like the simple fact that we took you through this story. She told a story from beginning to end in regards to Black people in country music. And how we've experienced all these tidal waves, how we've been pushed out, how we've not been accepted. It goes through from beginning to end, chapter 1 to chapter 27. And now the church is saying amen.
Yep.
God has spoken. That's what this song gives me. It's a nice end.
Yeah.
I feel
Sorry, I just got a random.
Is it Beyoncé?
No.
Okay. Had to check because she be popping up selling stuff. But it does give like a nice ending to the whole album. And since we do know that Cowboy Carter was supposed to be Renaissance Act 1, of course, if you played it into the Renaissance, you hear the ending of Amen go right into that girl.
So it's funny. So I text Leslie earlier today, and I said, change your, what is it called? Your crossfade. If you change your crossfade to 4 seconds and play Amen. So obviously, clearly Renaissance was Act 1, and then Cowboy Carter was Act 2 in the way that it was released. But if you play it, I'm treating this like Star Wars. It's like, okay, release order, but versus chronological order, right? If you play Amen with your crossfade set at 4 seconds, and the next track that you have is that girl, just do that and thank me later. Set your crossfade to 4 seconds. Have Amen first, like ready to push play on, but have Renaissance, really the whole album, set to play next. Thank me later.
It just goes.
And if you're feeling real spicy, then set Cowboy Carter to play last. So then Renaissance plays through. You still have that 4 seconds.
You go right into it again. And again, and again, and again.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, I felt Cowboy Carter, for the time that we are in currently, we needed it. After watching what happened at the Grammys this year, the years prior, we needed it.
Yeah.
Again, innovator, getting that innovator award from iHeart Music. I don't want to tussle, but Cowboy Carter's vocals is better than Renaissance. I still have my faves on Renaissance. I still have songs on Renaissance. But the elevation in the music for me.
So I can see that because hold on. Before I put my foot in my mouth, let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Hold on. 2 seconds.
She about to look up a big ass word.
2 seconds. I'm not about to look up Technically speaking, as bodies of work, obviously we don't know how, like songs in general, but as bodies of work, Cowboy Carter was recorded after Lemonade.
Oh, shit.
Lemonade is working through it. Cowboy Carter is healing. Renaissance is healed.
Okay. I can see it.
And I know people are going to be like, but what about The Gift? The Gift, I love The Gift. The Gift is one of my favorite albums. The Gift was I was going to say, yes, it's a contractual obligation.
Yeah. You want to be knowledgeable? So, give us The Gift.
Right.
Okay.
So
I know African artists.
Yeah. But if we're just looking at, Beyoncé, Cowboy Carter comes after Lemonade.
Just chef's kiss.
She was. And what's the last? I want to say the last the last word, last sentence
and amen
on Lemonade, the visuals, she says, "Hello, my love."
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about what I just said, going from "Hello, my love" into American Requiem.
Yeah, which is country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just Beyonce, you never failed to amaze me.
That being said, and you mentioned her getting the Innovator Award at iHeart, where is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter honorary doctorate in philosophy and music history? Where is it? Where is it? Like, what are we doing at this point? Justin Timberlake has one, and not. I'm a Jay-Z. This woman isn't just creating music, and that's not to say that other artists are out here just throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks. Some of them are, but the ones that have gotten honorary doctorates in the philosophy and music history, they're like the attention to detail, the attention to care, the respect that is given to previous, it does not compare. It doesn't compare. Beyonce is truly on a level of her own. I saw a thread the other day, and they were saying, just, I'm summarizing, but just in general, how lonely it must be for Beyonce to be in the position that she's in, because as we have said, most, not all, but most of the greats are gone.
Yeah.
Whitney's gone. Prince is gone.
And Michael's gone.
Michael is gone. Oh. So those people who could have mentored her through this,
they're gone.
They're gone.
And it's just her.
It's just her. Even like, people were talking about how Quincy Jones was like crying, and he was saying like he has like right now he has survivor's remorse because he was the one that straddled those two generations, and he's the only one left. Quincy Jones is the only one left. I mean, Stevie Wonder, yes.
Yeah.
But Stevie Wonder is after Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones straddled those two generations. He's the only one left.
That has to be
James Brown. James Brown is gone. Like Beyonce doesn't have peers. She does. So going back,
she's
where
in a class
is
of her own, and that has to be very lonely.
Yes. Where is her doctorate in the philosophy of music history?
I think really it's just someone at one of these prestigious schools has to write a letter. Yeah. And then also they have to send the letter to that team, and that team has to accept it. So
yeah.
You waiting to hear from Spelman, girl? Let us know. We'll start a boycott.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that on Threads a couple of days ago, and it really just, and people were like, oh, her husband is her peer. No, her husband is her husband.
Yeah.
Her husband is, and if we want to take him out of being her husband, okay, her husband is our business partner. And that's not a slight, but everybody else in her family, literally everybody else in her family can do semi-normal stuff.
Yeah, she cannot.
They can still go to Target if they want to. Mm-hmm. They can still go to Disneyland.
For sure.
They could, like,
their kids can do things normal.
Yeah. And not just normal, but like normal where Beyonce is not wearing her worldwide hoodie.
Or they're not gawking at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
because that has to be something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember someone asked me, what would you do if you ever met Beyonce? Would you faint? No. Thank you. Thank you for being the artist of my lifetime. I appreciate you. But I also want you to know that it's okay to take a rest. Look, I want to, just like I feel like as I have a responsibility to pour into you as much as you have poured into me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. I 1000% agree.
No, we ain't falling out. Shit. Not as much money as I didn't spend. I would say, well, Beyonce, after attending 8 concerts, you owe me. No.
Right. Yeah. This album, shit, the last 3. 4. I'll include the gift. Just her attention to detail. Even I'm not going to exclude the gift because her attention to detail to the
culture of the gift. Come on now.
And for me, what I love about the gift is that Beyonce is, outside of paying attention to the culture, she's reminding y'all ignorant motherfuckers that Africa is a continent. Mm-hmm. And there are countries
in that
continent.
And each country has
a different sound.
Yes. Different sound.
Has a different talk. Different slang, style.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm doing for my body. For my birthday, I'm painting my body like Ari the Monster, and I'm going to be dancing in some like videos.
But no, really, like, I'm going to continue. Where is this woman's doctorate? Sorry, y'all. Doctorate in, like, philosophy and music history. Beyonce's attention to detail literally has people on the internet going back and pulling videos and movies and from where she got her inspiration from. Like, I just recently came across a movie that never knew, never heard about, none of that someone did a TikTok video on. I'm like, oh wow. Like, and knowing, like, she's already told us that she be on the internet and she be watching YouTube videos and she be, like, we've seen her find dancers from another country, bring them to America because she's like, well, we can't replicate that, so let's just go get it.
Yeah, let's figure it out. And she learned it that quick.
Yeah, bring them here.
I need to see this.
Mm-hmm, and I want to learn from them. And that is what she is showing us time and time and time again. This is who I learned from. I learned from Diana. I learned from Tina. I learned from Michael. And this is how I am now putting into practice what they taught me.
Yes. I mean, but Beyonce, you don't know us nothing. You don't know us another thing. You've done it now.
This, even today when, like, I was just gathering information for today's episode and was looking at who was credited, like, obviously, like, being someone, you guys don't know I'm a dancer, so I've heard all the music. I've danced to every version of Teeny Weeny, Yellow Bikini, like all the things, right? You do all the things when you're a dance kid. But, like, when you hear, like, Chuck Berry just on the radio station in this interlude, or you hear, Rosetta Thorpe, like, but to then go to the credits of these songs and see her giving these people writer's credit.
And she didn't have to, bro. Because there's so many of y'all that don't. I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking at you.
And not only that, she addressed it in the song.
Yes.
She says it, like, we talk about this plagiarism. She says it in a song.
Yeah. Y'all are trash. No, you're trash.
And I can't, I'm never not going to avoid bringing it up. Khalees, you should have just sat there and ate your fucking food. Sorry. Beyonce is amplifying people's music from their grave.
Yeah.
Tina Marie, like, what are we talking about? Give this woman a doctorate in music philosophy. Like,
it's time. It's time. So I can't wait to see her on the stage at the CMAs. Well,
So has this, okay, I've clearly never watched the CMAs, but do they give like like how we give like the Lifetime Achievement Award? Do they have that?
I'm not sure. I want to say Amber Riley is nominated for a CMA as something. I gotta see where you can actually vote. And I was like, what are we talking about, homegirl?
Amber Riley, like Glee Amber Riley?
Mm-hmm. Best country performance or something.
I'm not saying this in a shady way. Amber Riley did country music?
She did a country song with somebody. Oh, it's not the CMAs. It's the CMT. Which is, I don't know what the difference is.
Interesting.
CMT Performance of the Year.
What does CMT stand for?
I'm about to look it up.
Okay.
Because obviously I have no idea.
I didn't know that there was a Canadian Country Music Association.
Country Music Television?
I mean, that's what I would think it would be. Why doesn't it? I'm even looking on Wikipedia. Why does it not say? Okay, so it says the CMT Music Awards is a fan-voted award show for country music videos
and television performances.
But it says beginning in 1967, the Music City News Awards is what it used to be called. But it was on the Nashville network, so TNN. Yeah, so they just, I guess, switched the name. Interesting. Wow. But I pulled this up because I wanted to see, like you said, I wanted to see if the Country Music Awards
honors
has
anyone?
has a lifetime achievement award. International. They have an International Artist Achievement Award, and then they have a Global Country Achievement Award. The reason I asked this, I was trying to see if Dolly Parton had already won, and she did. She won in 2004. But I was going to say, as far as the CMAs goes, I'm like, if Dolly Parton is being honored for that, I couldn't imagine that she wouldn't get it. Shania Twain got honored before Dolly Parton. Wait a minute, you can get honored twice. The Dixie Chicks, I'm saying Dixie Chicks because that's what's on here, but the Chicks, they were honored in 2003 and in 2006.
Okay.
Not sure how that girl is on here, but that girl is on here.
That's dumb.
Twice.
Really?
2009 and 2013.
Isn't she like pop music? Never mind. There's no such thing as a genre.
Carrie Underwood's only won one time. Interesting.
Not Jesus take the wheel herself.
Let me tell you, I think I told you this off air, but like leading up to Cowboy Carter, I went down through my high school favorite songs list and truly forgot how much I love Carrie Underwood. Because baby, Cowboy Casanova,
she be singing down, 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 down.
Yeah. You know, since we're talking about like music not really having a genre, you know who I would like to see step more into her country bag? Or let's say music not having boundaries. You know who I would like to see more step into her twang and her country bag?
Who?
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Kelly will sing some shit down. You hear me?
Listen, once she cover your song, forget it. It's not yours anymore.
I mean, she made the Alabama Shake shake. I was like, wow, why would you even want to sing with Kelly Clarkson? Girl, sit down.
Yep. But yes, overall, Cowboy Carter, it's a full body of work. This album isn't just for people who like to listen to music. It is for people like us who like to digest music. Because let's just be clear. Although, yes, Beyonce is our fave, and this is something that y'all expected to us, I listen to all music like this.
Yeah. Like, we break it down because we're listening to music to listen and be like, oh, you said a word.
Yeah.
Ooh,
like,
the way you went
to
is
make
this.
A connection.
Yeah. It just so happens that the greatest artist of all time, Beyonce, knows how to put together a body of work, which I wish more artists would do. Yeah.
Honestly, who was the last artist that you can think of? I thought of mine, but who's the last artist that you can think of, not Beyonce, that put out a body of work? I can think of two, actually.
The last artist to put out a body of work
that you like for you, that you were like, yes,
with no
that
skips.
This was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't like her now.
Okay.
Or care for her as much now, but Alicia Keys.
What album? Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
I can't think of it's not the one with Diary on it.
Well, Diary was, wait, no, that was her second album.
That was her second album. It was the first one.
Songs in A minor?
Yes.
Damn, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first one to pop in my head.
Okay. That was the first one to pop in your head.
Fair. And
so go ahead.
Okay, so that was my first female. Let me think on my male.
Okay, so I ironically, I have a female. Well, shit, now that you said female and male, I have one female and two male. One is more current than the other. So the very first one that popped into my head, and y'all are still begging her for music, Anti by Rihanna.
Oh.
Anti.
Yeah, that was a good body of work.
Anti is a full body of work. That's the first one that popped into my head. This is the second one that popped into my head, and it's more recent. And this actually might surprise people about me, I guess, maybe. 444. 444 tells a whole story. Jay-Z.
Oh, well, yeah.
It tells a whole story, 444. Now, those are my top two. Now, my late entry, and this one too, no skips in general, and then an extended or bonus edition of it came out, and that shit didn't have any skips on it. Confessions.
Mine is Usher. Mine it's not Confessions, but Confessions was that thing. Mm-hmm. But Here I Stand. That was a good Usher album. But Confessions, when we thought there was a baby on the side, my nigga.
But you know what's interesting about Confessions is we talk about Beyonce being a girl's girl. I guess in that case you can say like Usher was being a guy's guy, because he went all these years letting us think it was him and it was really Jermaine.
Right.
Like he ain't sell his homie out.
I would have said. But you know who else has a good body of work? Jasmine Sullivan. Reality show.
Yeah, girl. Okay, now since we're getting a little more modern, you know who has an album I like top to bottom, I do not skip? What is her name? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god, Snow Allegra.
Yes.
Temporary Highs in Violet Skies. The girls are taking notes.
Yeah,
but you know who they're taking notes from?
Beyonce. Beyonce. Can we talk about Brandy Full Moon?
Ooh.
We could do this all night. We really could. Damn, this is a 2-hour episode.
Sorry, y'all.
We could do this all night. But again, she's the moment.
Yeah.
She's the moment. She's known what she's doing. She's an innovator. She has innovated, and hopefully people take what she has done and they run with it and realize there's no reason for them to be fearful. They shouldn't be hesitant about the music that they decide to make. What you make is good. It is your art. This is an art form. Point blank, period, the end. And unfortunately, we have a lot of people that get to pick your art apart that know nothing about art.
As her husband says, some of y'all are in categories that you don't belong in.
Hello.
And I honestly, when he said that, I know a lot of people just solely related it to, like we said, like Taylor Swift, claiming country, but she's really pop. People related it to things like that. No, I looked at it as in the bigger scale. Who are you to judge music or to judge a genre of music or to say who should or shouldn't be in a genre of music if you're not giving credit to those who like I don't understand how we're looking at rock and roll and not acknowledging the Chuck Berrys of the world.
That part. Because Little Richard told you.
Right? Even acknowledging the Little Richards of the world. And again, I highly, highly encourage you guys to watch the Little Richard documentary, because although I knew parts of his story, I didn't know all the parts of his story, and I was very surprised to learn, like, Little Richard never won a Grammy. Ever.
But don't worry, he's gonna win one in 2025.
And you literally just took the thought out of my head. I'm like, if we're remaining consistent with the trajectory that Beyonce has been on, right?
Yeah. I can't wait. What? What? The fact that you said Little Richard ain't never won a Grammy, he's the only nigga that got me to eat spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah. But he's never won a Grammy.
Damn.
Why? I'm pretty sure it's still on Max. Watch his story.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I have some homework to do this weekend. I'm gonna watch his story. I'm gonna finish my hood feminism book. Like, I got work to do.
Oh, you're reading hood feminism.
I am.
Yeah, yeah. So I listened. I did the original audiobook, but I got a physical copy because I want to annotate some things. But
I am. So I'm gonna be well versed for next time.
But all right, y'all, we already at 2 hours. If you have been rocking with us this long, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, you're kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to edit a little bit.
Yeah, but still.
A little technical difficulty. But yeah, you guys got a 2-for-1 this week because you're getting the episode of the ABCs of Voting along with this episode. We don't got shit else to tell y'all.
We don't. I don't have no announcements. I'm tired. That's my announcement.
38 days to graduation. That's my announcement.
She said May 13th. Look, she said May 13th until end of retrograde.
Yeah. Literally, like, I told one of my professors I'm currently being held together by paper clips and rubber bands. So.
Yo.
And not because of anything I did, but because Mercury.
Just life. Life be life in.
She listened. Mercury listened a little too hard to Monica and kicked down the door and slapped every fucking body.
She didn't slap the bitch. She slapped everybody.
So, all right, y'all. That's going to wrap up this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on the social medias. I will post, like I said, the things in the resource guide for the forgiveness.
Yes.
I'll put a link for Hood Feminism as well if you guys are interested in listening to that. If I can find the link for Max, I will throw that in there as well.
Make sure y'all listen to y'all Cowboy Carter. Yeehaw!
Yeah, we love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.